You destroy the people who can rebuild a society and who can create a society anew. It is and it has been the destruction of Palestinian society. It has been the removal of Palestinian society so they can take our place. I mean, it's that simple, and that's what they're doing right now. There are not strong enough words to really describe how horrific and how fast it happened.
Susan, tell me about what you saw in Gaza.
So what you see on the ground is infinitely worse than what you see on TikTok and social media. And of course, I don't know how it is in Chinese media, but in US media, the context is completely perverted. It's very pro-Israel reporting. Israel is not just targeting humanitarian organizations and activists. They are targeting all the infrastructure of life. Not only that they are destroying everything, but they are destroying the possibility of rebuilding. For example, the schools, the hospitals, the community centers, right? These are generally in every society. All of that stuff has been targeted. All of our cultural centers, the museums and the libraries. The people they have targeted have been the scientists, the doctors, the writers. It is and it has been the destruction of Palestinian society. It has been the removal of Palestinian society so they can take our place. I mean, it's that simple, and that's what they're doing right now. This has never been about Hamas. It's never been about the resistance. It's never been about anything other than removing Palestinians and taking our place. In a matter of 5 months, Israel probably set us back 2-3 decades.
What is the grass organizations locally and internationally has been doing for Gaza? We understand many international organizations has been trying to want to go to Gaza to help.
So I think there are activist organizations in Egypt who are trying to do work. I think they are suppressed and have not really been able to do much inside Egypt. I mean, I don't think they're even able to protest. It's really not clear how much those aid organizations are actually able, what they're actually able to accomplish. And truth be told, there's a lot of questions about where the aid is going. There's a lot of organizations who want to go into Gaza to help. Unfortunately, Israel has blocked really everyone. There are no journalists in Gaza, for one thing, because Israel is blocking every international media outlet from actually going in and reporting the truth. Some medical aid has been going in via delegations of doctors. They go in for a week or 2 weeks and then they leave. I don't know the extent of how much they're able to help. They come in with their expertise, but they don't have the right equipment to work with. When 30 out of 36 hospitals are destroyed, and the operating rooms are down to the bare minimum, most of them, what's left, don't have reliable electricity. They don't have, enough medications. They don't have anesthesia. They don't have. Israel is banning scissors even. So you cannot have medical scissors go into Gaza. So a lot of things are banned, and even though some experts, medical experts are going in, surgeons and whatnot, what they can do is limited. And also it depends on what part of Gaza. So in the north of Gaza, nothing really is getting in. People are quite literally starving. They are dying from simple infections because there's no antibiotics. And in the south of Gaza, there's a little bit more food available, but it's crap, They are able to get rice and flour, which is, people in Rafah will feel lucky, because their families in the north are starving. The World Central Kitchen has been effective in providing cooked meals, which has been wonderful. But it's only a segment of the population that gets it. I mean, I think they're trying to increase production of meals, daily meals, but they have been very good in delivering food, I will say that. I saw it with my own eyes. Local people who just pool together their resources and create kitchens to help each other. There's a lot of that happening. A lot of just people helping people kind of projects that have come up. But it's not enough.
tell me about your organization in Gaza, what they're doing.
So Playgrounds for Palestine is it's a small organization. We used to use our resources to create recreational spaces for children, but with what happened with the ongoing genocide, we have been using our resources for several things. Number one, we are providing meals for several hundred families each day. We are doing activities for children as a kind of psychological first aid. Those are the main things. We are funding a couple of local organizations who are providing for thousands of families. Those are the primary things. We also have funded an organic medical clinic for children. We're a small group, and again, what we're offering is a drop in the ocean. But one drop and one drop and one drop, and everybody's trying to do their best. But the destruction is so massive, and the pain is so acute, and people are so lost. The United States, Israel, the UK, nearly all of Europe, ganging up on this tiny, tiny little strip of land that is 2.5 million civilians who have no army, no military, no air force, no navy. They have a small guerrilla fighting force of about 30,000 men. And you have the whole world, the greatest powers, ganging up on us. And we are already battered. We have already been besieged. Gaza has been a concentration camp for nearly 20 years. It has been occupied for over 50 years in a country that has been occupied for 75 years. And then you have the rest of the world that's not participating in this, just watching. The whole of the Arab world is just watching while there is this live-streamed genocide for everybody to see. And not just a live-streamed genocide, but the perpetrators of this genocide are creating entertainment videos out of our suffering. They make music videos when they blow up our universities, or when they see they laugh and mock when they see a dog eating a human on the side of the road that they shot or killed. They invade people's homes and steal, and then they find women's lingerie and make TikTok videos with the most private, intimate clothing of the women whose homes they just looted in, and then they burn the home. I mean, and they make these videos mocking Palestinians, mocking our suffering. They think it's funny when Palestinian women are crying over their babies. I mean, it's a completely sick and deranged society, frankly.